Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
All right, we back. So what we talking about today, man? What we talking about? What y'all want to talk about?
The downfall of WWE.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take. I didn't know you was about to say that.
The downfall of WWE is
I
crazy.
did not know you was finna say that though.
Jeez.
That's a hot
That's a
take.
downfall.
Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead.
It's not even a hot take at this point because it's all over the sports articles and stuff like that.
Mm.
They've been losing viewers, ticket sales, everything dropped.
Yeah.
Everything been dropping. Ever since they've been doing all the releases, it's been bad thing. It's been
Who else have been released since R-Truth?
Carlito.
Who?
Carlito.
Oh yeah, well that's fair. That's cool. I mean, you kind of need him with that kind of, you know what I'm saying, that joking energy for Judgment Day, but I mean, okay. Because he didn't release, but what, 3-4 times? It's like his 4th time coming back.
Yeah.
No, second time I think.
Is it? I don't know. He been around. He be popping in and out all the time.
Yeah, you're right. What you got there?
But that's
downfall of WWE, huh?
The downfall of the WWE.
And all TKO stuff.
That's a hot take.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that basically WWE try to offer I think a lesser deal to R-Truth and R-Truth turned it down.
Man.
The contract probably isn't right.
You said what?
I said the contract probably isn't right.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with that one, bro. That's crazy.
Man, bro. So dang. So okay, dang, bro. That's a hot take. The down. So you hold on. What is it? You said the downfall of WWE, or what is it?
Yep, the downfall.
Okay, the downfall of WWE. Now, can they rebound off of this? If they don't bring him back, can they rebound? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know what R-Truth brought to the table, but at the same time, R-Truth wasn't in the ring like that or nothing like that. So what I'm saying is, right now, that's a tough blow because you want somebody of that nature in your organization. Can they rebound off of that though? I mean, not rebound, but can they? Can they steal the water? You know what I'm saying? Because right now we're pissed. Everybody's pissed. But at the same time, is that going to stop? Is that going to stop Money in the Bank from being great? Is that going to stop SummerSlam from being great because he's not there?
No. I think. But here's why I see happening. And for one, it's 2 things, right? So one thing about it is the WWE stands for World Wrestling Entertainment. And we know wrestlers are working for that company right now is pro wrestlers, and you got people who are great at being pro wrestling versus being sports entertainment, right?
Right.
R-Truth is like that last sports entertainer character that WWE has at their disposal. I'm not saying Mrs. isn't. I'm saying R-Truth is one of those guys that balances WWE out as far as the product. You lost your balance when you let him go.
Carlito too. I don't think he's that big of a deal, but Carlito too.
I agree too.
Yeah, yep.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
So with number 2, I would say this: when it comes to Money in the Bank, or heck with it, even with SmackDown,
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if for the next few weeks, hell, even up into this year, the crowd is going to be chanting, "We want truth, we want truth, we want truth." every show.
I respect it if they do that.
They're going to hijack it. Like,
I
even if you're doing a
respect
match
that.
or you're doing a promo, like, matter of fact, while I was watching Raw this past Monday, I think they did "We Want Truth" 3 times. Like, in CM Punk's promo segment, and I think the Chad Gable match that he had, I think he had a match with somebody. They chanted that, and then even towards the main event, I believe. Yeah. "We Want Truth." So the fans are gonna let WWE know what time it is. They're protesting. I
don't blame them either. But that's why I asked what I asked, because at the end of the day, it's like we love R-Truth, but R-Truth wrestling, because we know he's good at the wrestling ability and all of that. But the fans chanting, "We want R-Truth," if he comes back, but he's still never on screen like he never was before, what does that mean? You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't want R-Truth to lead it at all. Like this, I'm upset. I'm pissed. And like Larry said, they losing tickets, they losing all of that. But at the same time, R-Truth was maybe what 5% of what the WWE's been doing lately, except for when he did the Bloodline story and the thing what he's doing with the Bloodline and with John Cena. So I'm like, yo, so when you so honestly, like when we chanting "We want R-Truth," we chanting that because we love him for the 17 years he been there, not because of what he's doing right now. Like he wasn't doing nothing. He was just being funny.
But I think, you know what it is though? I think fans low key always have it in their heads because they know how R-Truth is. They can go, you can put R-Truth in anything WWE like will offer him and he'll make it work. Okay.
But what I'm saying is even if that's the case, if the WWE brings him back but don't do nothing with him for a month and a half, why are you chanting "We want truth" if he wasn't gonna come back to do nothing but make us laugh anyway?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think from a fan standpoint.
Well, you know what? You Larry. You ruined somewhat of the payoff with John Cena and that whole storyline.
Yeah, you do.
Bring John Cena back to being him.
Yeah, that's like, the key.
You take R-Truth out of the element. Now, who you got that's going to bring John Cena back to that element?
That's a fact. I agree with that.
Right.
I agree with that. What would you finna say, Larry? Yeah.
Someone saying we want to bring back the old John Cena.
Yeah. What was you finna say, Larry?
Yeah, go ahead, Larry.
I think it's like the glue for the whole thing. It's unstable.
Yeah.
And
what was that?
I don't know if you know. I said he's like the glue. He keeps everything together and stable. And the outside, everything's unstable.
50 a day.
You're saying because of Truth being gone, he's like the WWE is unstable.
Yeah.
You said they unstable? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
No.
Only reason why I wouldn't say that is because outside of that Bloodline thing that he just had with R-Truth and outside of the John Cena joint, R-Truth wasn't really doing nothing.
No.
We would see him in the back. We would see him in the back and he would make a couple jokes or, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But he wasn't doing anything impactful to be like whatever. I just think that him being in the WWE for as long as he is, you're not about to just go ahead and let that cat go when you feel like it. That ain't what's up.
I agree.
I ain't rocking with that. Like, no, we're not doing that.
But I also look at it from a business standpoint of like, okay, when it comes to that contract, as far as like what he may have signed, or when they come like, agree as far as negotiations, or if WWE literally just told him, listen, we love you. You will always remain a staple here. We will always keep you in our library, history, whatever. We'll probably put you in the Hall of Fame the next year. But for right now, we don't have anything for you as far as creative. Like, we got so much time coming in. We're bringing in Stephanie Vaquero. We're bringing in Julia. We're bringing in this talent, that tag team, this boom, boom, boom. We can't afford to just keep on putting you any and elsewhere if we ain't got anything significant for you. And we don't want to do you a disservice because you have put in the work for 17 years. So it may have been on some respectful, like, real good terms. Now,
I don't think it was respectful.
I hold on. I'm gonna stop you there. I don't think so, and I think you should read the article that I put in the group chat.
You put an article in the group chat?
Yeah, share the link to article.
Yeah, hey, somebody read that.
Read that
I can't.
article.
I'm driving. I can't read it. Somebody read that.
Okay, I'll read it. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. All right. TKO, you ready?
Yeah.
From the pro wrestling world. Okay.
Yeah.
And I quote, TKO is about to leave the industry, and not in a good way. In the last few batches of WWE releases not renewing contracts, it was made clear some people were released because their contract value was too high. Reports came out that Braun Strowman was released because he was making too much money. As a business, you want to minimize your costs and maximize your profits. Makes sense? Right, of course. Until you realize that minimizing costs means underpaying talent. And that's
true.
what's getting ready to happen. TKO is going to start letting contracts go and bringing people who they'll pay pennies on the dollar. All that while pricing the common fan out of purchasing tickets, which is already being done. And that same common fan will hop on the internet and argue for why this is a good thing. Because it's a business. 3 things to know here. Y'all better be thankful for AEW, a place where talent can go to still make some good money. 2, you better hope TNA stands on its own way and stop being the farm system for WWE. And 3, wrestling options are always better for the industry. WWE is on a mission to control wrestling globally, and while some of y'all will revel in that industry would suffer, and for those of us who live under the 20-plus year ban of WWE being the sole mainstream company, we do not want that to happen. Y'all better get ready. It's looking ugly right now. WSA.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And
this goes back to what I kind of like said. I even told Larry this, like off the phone. I even told Larry this straight up. Me and him had this talk about this. I told you, and I've been saying this a long time, and I hope you might agree to terms with agreeing with what I be saying from time to time. At least it's okay if you don't. It is what it is. I'm notoriously known for having a lot of hot takes and strong opinions.
Yeah, that's your character. But they backing you because you stand on business. They backing you.
Right. Peace and love, by the way, you guys. Peace and love. What I'm gonna say is the WWE, it just keeps on showing me every single year, they're not the end all be all. They're not the end all be all. They're not. As much as people want it to be, like your goal is to go to WWE and win the world title and main event WrestleMania, like that's not always going to happen. Just only a dime a dozen that only get that chance, bro. Like, and then on top of that, even if you just go to WWE, that don't mean you're gonna have a hard successful career in that company over what you did in AEW or TNA. I'm just making it mad real. It just goes to show you that at the end of the day, sometimes it's certain places that are a better fit for you than the other ones are. Even when you think the top one of the food chain is where it's at, if you're not able to swim the sharks, bro, they'll eat you alive.
And this is the reason why the comment section be going at your head. Because the WWE is the end all be all. What the heck you talking about?
There we go.
What are you talking about? You just explained it. You just explained it yourself. You just explained it yourself. You said everybody's not going to get the opportunity to actually be a champion, which I agree.
Right.
But when you go and win the championship at AEW, it don't feel the same if you don't get it from the WWE. If you go play football and you or play basketball and you playing in the G League and you won the championship, it's different if you ain't win the NBA championship. That junk hit different. You love playing in the G League, but the end result is you want to play where the big boys play. And the big boys play in the WWE. They play in the, but I will say this. I will say this. Before you say that, I will say this.
Okay.
If R-Truth goes to AEW, I will start watching AEW. I'm gonna say that now.
Awesome.
I'm watching it.
Which is what I wanted to get to my another point about.
He's a character.
And Derek Rector and Mark Henry were on Bust Up from Radio, and they had a dope talk about R-Truth and how it's kind of rough. Like, you know, how you can just feel the atmosphere feels like kind of like gone. He's not there. Like,
right.
They were giving that sentiment along the way. So Mark and Blue were suggesting, what if he was with TNA? What if you got him to do some comedy stuff with Santino Marella?
Yes. That's going to hit.
AEW.
That's going to hit.
They said what the whole premise of him being in AEW would be. He thinks he's in
He's still in the W and the D, man, bro. What?
And he tells Tony Khan,
man?
And to me, that is great. And guess
Leg-
what? Ron Killings, the man behind R-Truth, would kill that gimmick. He would freaking kill it.
Legendary, bro. Legendary. That is something to watch. If he goes in there and acts like Tony Khan is Triple H, if he's in there acting like he's Triple H or acting like he's Vince McMahon or something crazy like that, bro, that's selling out the roof, bro.
Yes.
That's selling through. The only downside when I had the conversation with you about it is it's not going to last that long. It'll last for the beginning part, but other than that, they have to figure something else out.
But that's only if they sign him to a multi-year contract.
Right.
If they sign him to a multi-year contract, he's there, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, say you put R-Truth with John Moxley, for instance, and they even said this too. They said, what if you just call him Dean?
He started calling him Dean Ambrose.
Like,
I'm telling, bro, this.
He's like, bro, my name is not Dean, bro. My name is John. Like, it's something to that effect. It would be great.
It don't matter who you put in with. We always gonna make it a classic.
Hey, Josiah, real quick. Right, facts. Josiah, real quick. Go in our YouTube joint. Somebody just left a comment to Larry. I can't read it all. It said, Larry, how are you glazing or something? So read it over the joint for Larry can answer him. So he can answer them live because somebody just put it on there. What's going on, man? I'm all right. Somebody just left a comment about you on the page, Larry.
Oh my God, Xavier Wills.
He said something. Was like, Larry, how is it glazing or something? Something.
Larry, how is it glazing if the bloodline is the highest thing right now? Josiah. Oh my gosh.
So he was just mocking you. I thought it was a question. My fault.
He was talking about. He's talking about our talks. You asked
okay.
Right?
All right. I thought it was a question. Okay, I thought he was.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, because he's talking about the bloodline. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. I thought he was really asking the question. I was gonna have Larry answer the question right quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole bloodline video, by the way. Keep showing some love and support with that.
They showing love when that joint. They showing love when that joint, boy.
Let's go. Get it. But that's crazy. But no, I think there's a difference to your point when you say like, okay, like the real sports, and you give the comparisons to what you want to accomplish versus what you really want to accomplish. I agree. I think the difference is, however, though, is with the sports. Yes, there are politics, but it's not a predetermined thing as much as it is with WWE. Mm-hmm. Like for instance, WWE already knowing who they want to go with. They already know who they want to. You know, what did Hunter tell Jay Uso before we got that WWE, what was it called, show come out? He said, we're going to put the rocket strap on you.
Oh, yeah.
And so, with that being said, he's already knowing Jay Uso's going to go for the final with Earth stuff.
Right.
So, with that being said, I'm going, okay, if they know who they want to go with versus the other person that they probably should go with, then that should tell you any and everything.
Yeah, it should.
You came close. You came so close, but WWE never let you like grab the brass ring. Baron Corbin, to me, is one of the most underrated performers in WWE history. He never became world champion. Never.
Do people think that he should have been a world champion, though?
Yeah, but I think. I
don't know if I can give. I don't know if I can give him the IC. I can give him the US, maybe even the hardcore. But I don't know if I can give him the big boy. I don't know. I'm not saying he ain't good enough, but I'm saying his character. Right. Now his character when he had the long hair, we can talk about. The Lone Wolf or whatever, that one. When he came in, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe,
that's
but
true.
But like the Happy Corbin and all that with the hat and all that, bro, you don't deserve nothing.
Yeah, they did.
That was corny.
But I will say he had one of the best finishes though.
Oh yeah, that hands down. Hands down. Yeah, hands down. Hands down. One of. Yeah, top 10 for sure. Top 10 for sure. That's not debated. Yeah, that move was different. Yeah. Oh yeah, I will say that.
I remember when
I
I
will
first seen
say
it, I was
that.
like,
Oh, dang, I
bro,
gotta
what
start
was
this.
that? That's so freaking cool.
That move was for that move is
So
dope.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Come on.
So but I'm
Hold
just
on, hold on.
saying, like,
All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like they they had an opportunity to really make people be at like get people at that level, but they kind of like took them away from that level because of multiple different reasons that we probably won't understand from time to time.
Yeah.
So like Rusev was hot, they didn't capitalize on Rusev. Cesaro was hot, they didn't capitalize on Cesaro. Like, I'm
Cesaro
naming
was
names,
hot,
like,
hot.
mind you.
Cesaro was
Zack
hot,
Ryder
hot.
was hot, and they didn't
Yeah,
capitalize on Zack Ryder.
he had a peak. When he won that, didn't he win the ladder match or something before?
Yeah, he won. Yeah, but he
He
left
won one
right after
thing, but that was it.
Monday Raw.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, he
and they
won
went.
one thing, so
They treated him right.
they
They
gave
treated
him a
him
moment.
like a jobber.
Okay.
They turned him into a jobber
Oh,
again.
yeah.
So yeah,
Have a good one, Art.
it's crazy.
Now, Didi, you to answer the question about how they can turn this around?
Yeah,
They can
how
they
did
can do
they
four
turn this
things.
around?
Yeah, please tell me this.
Four things.
You said four things.
Yeah, four things.
All right.
I'm going to get into those. First you bring the Dean and $10 and put them against Dominic Studio for Dominic Tyler.
So you said
Tom
bring
29 games with Dominic.
bring Demon Finn in to go
Yeah.
against Dominic Mysterio. All right.
Okay.
Then you gotta change some of James Hill
Okay.
and have him go out the Jey Uso.
Who go after Jey Uso?
Sammy.
Okay, Sami Zayn. Okay, we got that. Sami Zayn turning heel, going after Jay. All right.
Then you have to bring back Roman Reigns and have Roman Reigns bring in Zilla.
Who? What'd you say?
Have Roman Reigns come back with Zilla.
Okay, Roman Reigns come back with Zilla. That's 3.
Then you have The Rock return and Money in the Bank to help John Cena win.
Hold on. What you say?
Here we go.
The Rock returns at Money in the Bank
Here we go.
and he interferes in the match with Punk Rosenberg. And he attacks Cody Rhodes.
That
Oh
I mean,
my.
low key, that site would be crazy though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
Oh
watch
yeah,
a
for sure.
long season of Broken Fall would
First,
be
I
crazy.
agree. I agree.
That would be crazy. Why
I
you
agree.
laughing though, BZ?
Because I thought he was trying to put The Rock in the Money in the Bank match.
No,
Oh,
I'm
no,
like, oh no, I
no.
don't even want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. I
people
don't want
will
to
be.
see that at
You
all.
talk about being mad from last year about Jamaica Charles cashing in on the
Yeah,
same night and losing.
yes,
That
they would be tight. They like what?
That would be the icing on the cake. The
Yeah,
icing on
but I
the
think those,
cake.
but I do think all those can actually, you know what I'm saying, hide the fact that you just let go of R-Truth. For sure, I'm in agreement with that. I
I,
think you can,
mm,
but it's still R-Truth. You can't disappear. You can't make this. You can't make R-Truth disappear, and you
I
can't just lay it
don't.
over. That's
I'm
why
gonna
I'm
be
like,
honest.
I just think that they got to go through that thing. They got to.
Yeah,
There's nothing that you can glaze it
yeah.
over to be like, oh
I
yeah, but that
think
happened, but we good. No, they're gonna always do that. Especially after you got people like the Miz and them
right.
talking about they not coming back. If you don't bring them back, we're not renewing our contracts.
Miz
That's
saying that
affecting a lot.
Boone defended, which is
That's
crazy.
affecting the roster.
Yeah. Yup. The talent investors are not happy. Some talent were actually mad about that whole start thing happening.
Yeah, that's
They
why
were
I'm like,
pissed.
I don't know.
Talent were happy about it.
I don't know. I
Came
don't
out
know.
with some reports too, like they
I
said.
I really
But
want to know if Triple H has any say so in this. That's what I want to know. Because Triple H ain't
he
TKO.
did. He did. Bro, reports came out that he's the one that made it call to fire Truth.
What?
Yep. Yep.
Oh
He made the
no.
call.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yup.
I thought, yeah.
Said he did it.
I mean it like, but I mean, all right. Let's do this. If I work at McDonald's If I work at McDonald's, well, if all three of us work at McDonald's, and everybody at McDonald's make $15 an hour. This is just random. Everybody makes $15 an hour, and everybody's working, doing whatever. But you got one person that only come in once a week. They come in once a week, but they still want the $13 an hour and the same rate that everybody else do that work 5 days out the week. We supposed to let that rock?
Mm-hmm.
Is we supposed to
No,
let that rock? I think that's the reason
no.
why it's like I can't be mad if that's what they're on. If that's what the problem is. What's
If
going
it's
on, man?
on business, if it's on business, see, people get so upset and they take everything so personal. But me and my cousin had talked like a few days ago. I said, bro, it's business.
Yeah, if it's a
Like,
business move, I can't
like
be mad at
you
that.
know, God,
That makes sense.
hold on, Larry. Hold on, Larry, right quick. God forbid I get fired from my job at Kroger's, right? Because of layoffs, right?
Right.
And layoffs have happened. My grandfather watched the news, and there was a Kroger spot where they laid off a lot of employees, and was like, what? Why? Like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? But the company will have their reasons. They may not always tell you outright. It may be due to budget cuts. I think Archer was a budget cut.
It
I
could
don't
be a
think it
budget
was a
cut.
matter of right. I don't think it was a matter of we got something against you because you are what you are. Boom, boom. No,
Right.
if that was the case, he wouldn't been there for 17 years.
That's true.
Like, listen, how many guys can say they actually been there for 17 years?
17
like,
years.
Been there over a decade.
Yeah.
To the point where you have show a whole lot of range. You went from being the rapper gimmick to being serious and turning heel to signing with the Miz. You faced John Cena and The Rock at Survivor Series. We forget that.
Yeah.
You went after John Cena for the world title.
Yeah.
Then you went into being the gimmick. You had the little Jimmy stuff going on. That was a thing.
Yeah.
Then you went into doing all the comedy stuff. You made Brock Lesnar of all people in the ring like crack up.
Mm-hmm.
Who makes Brock Lesnar crack up in the ring?
Mm-hmm.
Not too many guys can do that, but he did. Like, he made Brock Lesnar laugh to the point where Brock almost fell to the ground. Like, that's a give, and he had that. And then let's not forget about his WrestleMania moment with the Miz. That whole entire Judgment Day storyline was proceeding to that with him taking the towels and putting up in between Rhea and Damien just couldn't help but laugh. Like, that stuff was great.
That was great work. That's great work. You can't sub that. You can't find somebody else to fill that gap. You can't.
Oh, let me not forget the 24/7 title. Although I could not stand the 24/7 title, he made that relevant.
Yeah, he made it relevant.
He made that relevant.
Yeah.
He made it relevant.
Yeah,
so Archer's had one hell of a career, man.
Yeah, 17.
Now, you could make a case that, you know, for all that he's done, how come he couldn't get towards the world title? I mean, I give you that. I kind of get you that. But I will also say, what if I was to tell you, here's my argument. What if I was to tell you that he didn't need it because he was so much over, the title didn't really need, he didn't really need the title needed him.
That's true. That's true. Okay. So I'll ask you this. Who would you rather had the title on? Kofi Kingston or R-Truth?
Kofi.
Why is that? Whose career is better? I'll say that.
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Okay.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. But then I also look at, like, see, that's the thing. Oh, that's tough. That's a good question. I'll tell you what. If Kofi never had the New Day, then this would be a great talk.
That's what I'm saying. With him having the New Day, exactly, that eliminates a lot because R-Truth been holding it down by himself.
I completely agree. Because all he would have been was that somewhat Jamaican gimmick, and then
that ain't work.
West African. It was just like he was running a course. Like, even though Kofi was good in the ring, his character was running a course.
Mm-hmm.
When they pivoted and made it the New Day, that's what helped his career elevate to another height. So I think, to your point, I would say that's why I say Kofi, because Kofi did elevate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying R-Truth didn't want to elevate, but he elevated to a height where he just remained somewhat, I hate to say this word, but I'm just keep it mad real with you, typecasted. They kept him typecasted for so long without allowing him to explore another range of his character.
But Kofi Kingston only elevated because of other people. He didn't elevate on his own.
That's true. This is true. This is
So
true.
so
But
if the New Day is not there, how much higher is him over R-Truth? I don't know.
mm,
I don't
yeah,
know
I
if
don't
he's
know
that much
either.
higher than him.
This is a great comparison, by the way. I mean, matter of fact, a great question. I'm just letting
And
me
and
throw it in. Great question.
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna go out the limb and say this. This might be a hot take, but I'm gonna go out the limb and say this. I think R-Truth is funnier than the whole New Day. The whole thing, the
Yeah,
whole gimmick.
yeah, yeah.
I
The
think
New Day cracked
R-Truth
me
was
up
funnier
though.
than
The
the
New Day
whole gimmick.
was
Oh
funny.
yeah, for
Sure,
sure.
hilarious. But yes,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah,
I
they
get
went with
that
the
though for sure. But
they did the
like,
bootios, they did all of
yeah,
that stuff. They had some stuff. They did some stuff,
yes.
but I think
It was their
R-Truth
chemistry. It
totally
was their
yeah.
chemistry.
I think
It was the
R-Truth just was
chemistry.
funnier than all of them put together. Like R-Truth was better than all of them
He was.
as far as characteristics.
He was. He was.
Yeah.
I forgot about the mission too. He did gold. He did that goalless storyline, tag team
Oh,
storyline.
that was one of the best
Yeah,
ones.
forgot about that. And then they had the storyline with him and with Carmella. Like Carmella was gravitating to him. Carmella really started showing like more of her like personality. I think around that time.
Hmm.
She was kind of like just being like this heel that wasn't going nowhere really for real. She wasn't for. Um, yeah, we forget like he countless great moments. Oh, matter of fact, he was tag teaming with Kofi. Yep,
Yes, he
tag
was.
teaming with Kofi.
And it was with the
Came
Miz.
out
That
one night
tag team with the
wearing
Miz was fire when they
this
won.
too. This too. Yep, sure did. Team with Mark Henry, I think, for a little bit. He had some great stuff. He was teaming with John Morrison. They said this man loved R-Truth. He
Oh yeah.
loved him some R-Truth.
I
Like,
believe it.
you know
I
what I'm
believe it.
saying? This loved him. Like he really thought the dude was super funny. And so and to his credit, he is. He really is definitely.
Okay. This a hot take.
Yeah,
That's not a
yeah.
hot take, but it's a question. Whose theme song is better? R-Truth or John Cena's?
Mm.
Even if you do the thugonomics with the same
Before I
energy, who's better?
answer that, Larry, you there? Yeah, Larry there.
Yeah.
Who's better,
Who
Larry?
talks better, John Cena or R-Truth?
Truth.
Which one?
Truth.
Truth. I'm picking Truth too. I ain't gonna lie. And this ain't because he gone. It's just when you hear that music hit and then he just what's bro, that joint, I ain't gonna lie. If they was pushing R-Truth the way that they should have been pushing him, that might be better than the Jey Uso Yeet joint when he coming in.
To be honest,
That what's up and that Yeet, bro,
to be honest,
that's on the same level, bro.
and I know you would expect me to disagree with this. I know you would, because you're ready to give me a smoke, which I appreciate. I appreciate that. I always love it.
He said disagree. What are you talking about?
I said I know you would probably think I would disagree with this, but in all actually, right, I'm actually in agreement with you.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with this, and here's my reason why. As a matter of fact, if you notice, R-Truth didn't just do the theme song and record it perform it during his entrance all the time. He switched up the lyrics.
He switched up the lyrics and he was dancing, bro.
And he was dancing right, and he was dancing. So
Come on,
initially
man.
it was like you knew what the original lyrics were, but
Come
then
on,
as
man.
time went on, R-Truth he flipped it. And
He would change it every time when he's in a
I was
different
like,
city.
bro, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
And then he's calling Charlotte, "What's up?
What's up, bro?
Up?" Like,
Bro.
bro, listen.
Is that not the Yeet?
And
That's Yeet, bro.
The what's up is definitely the Yeet. It was the Yeet before the Yeet.
It was the Yeet before the
sure.
Thank you. It was the Yeet before the Yeet.
The difference is, and I hate to say it's about Truth, he's not getting the whole crowd going, "What's up?" in the sense of like how Jay used to be doing that Yeet thing. That Yeet thing is all.
No, yeah, not at all.
Like,
but that's what I
he's
said.
not doing nothing with that.
But that's why I said. That's why I said that. I said if he was getting the push, I think that would hit crazy.
Push, yes, absolutely.
That would hit crazy if he was getting the push.
Yes, he was.
Because when he would come, because when he would come to the rant with the mic in his hand, that what's up, people over there, what's up? They were saying it with him. They just don't say it with him in the ring when he in the ring. When he like Charlotte, what's up? They don't say it like that, but when he coming in the ring and doing that
Mm-hmm.
joint, what's up? What's up? What's up, man? That joint was crazy. That
He
Yeet
was
joint, it's just
dancing.
because Jey Uso got that push. Jey Uso got that push, man.
Yeah.
That Yeet go crazy. That Yeet go crazy, boy. That Yeet is crazy.
Yeah. That Yeet is crazy. That Yeet is
Ooh,
crazy for
that
sure.
Yeet is crazy. And Sami Zayn look cold
That
doing
Yeet
it
is
on
crazy.
Friday.
Yeah, so,
What was it,
bro, did you
Monday?
see Sammy's dance in the ring
That
with
was
Jay,
hard.
bro? I was
That was hard.
crying. Sammy is
Dog.
hilarious.
Sammy,
Sammy don't. You know what though? Sammy don't get enough credit for how funny he is actually too.
yeah.
He's funny.
Especially
Sammy's
when he was,
hilarious. Like he
especially when
really
he
is
was an
actually like.
honorary Uso. When he was an honorary Uso, it
Oh
was crazy.
yes, 1000%.
Yeah,
Heck
he was
yeah,
honorary Uso.
heck
Yep.
yeah, bro. Because Sammy is funny.
He was
But I
different.
seen even when he was the match strategist too though. Like I seen some things that he's done, bro. Like I think one time Logan Paul had came out. And he was dancing Logan Paul's theme in the ring, and he's doing like this dance with his legs, bro. Like, just crazy, bro. And it went viral. It was, they put on Instagram and everything on YouTube. It's hilarious, bro. His dance is silly.
His dancing ability is funny.
He's funny. He's
He
funny.
is a funny guy.
Kevin Owens is funny too.
Oh, I love Kevin Owens, bro. Everything that Kevin
so
Owens does,
funny
I love.
and not trying to be funny though.
Yeah, I love
Kevin's
everything
funny.
that Kevin Owens does in the ring and out the ring. He's
Kevin
cold
is
for
great,
real.
bro. Yeah,
He's really like that for real.
He is.
Like, he's cold.
So with that said, right, and I don't mean to cut you off, but with R2 being gone, who fills in that role?
No, I don't think nobody does.
When Larry says, okay, there's 4 things with the storylines, and I want to go back to that right quick. There's four things as far as storylines that can help usher in the WWE some more, and I agree with some of those things, but I feel like it takes more than just that, because again, R-Truth left WWE a hole, a big hole, a really big wide hole.
But
and
that's
to fill in.
That's the question that I'm asking. Because was the hole really
Right.
that big though? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. Was the hole really that big though? If R-Truth is only there once every 2 weeks. If he's there only once every 2 weeks, it's not really that big of a hole, bro. It's just the energy you bring when you are present. It's the energy that you bring when you are present.
Right. Right. But he okay, go ahead, BG.
He has the same, like when The Rock be gone for 6 months and he come back and everybody go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the same way.
Right.
He's the same way. Like the company functions without him. It just looks a lot better when he's there. That's why I'm saying, like, bro, is it really a big hole? Because if Rock ain't there, the company is still functioning. It's the only problem is
yes, and I would say yes and no. I would say yes and no. And to get into my reasons for the yes, I think it's for 2 reasons. Matter of fact, even 3. One, without him, again, I asked the question, who fills in that blank other than R-Truth? 2, you take away some of the balance from WWE being a very much of a serious company, and we forget we need some silliness every so often within the company. While we're watching these shows, we need a little silliness, and R-Truth was that balance for you. So you take away the balance. Then
but the balance only happens if he's there consistently.
Hold on. The third reason I give it to it is I think R-Truth might just be, I could be wrong, but he might just be that last guy that WWE has to remove out of the sports entertainment quality of their product.
No, I think Carlito was, because Carlito was the last one released.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, both of them.
Because if you take away them, who else do you add in for that sports entertainment field? Chad Gable's doing some old Grande Americano. I'll give WWE credit with that.
You got Miz still.
You do got Miz.
But you only got them for a short period of time. You only got him for a short period of time, though.
It's what I told you before. I think they're not trying to make it.
All right, say it again, Larry.
I said it's like I told you before. I think they're trying to make it serious wrestling, like how the UFC is serious.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna work.
No, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, they're gonna need that balance. They definitely gonna need the balance. Only reason why I'm saying that is because even with the balance, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Even with the balance, if R-Truth isn't there every every week, who's playing the balance? If he's not there every week, because he's never there
I
every
don't.
week.
That's the thing.
So if
I
he's
don't
not there
know.
every
I
week,
don't know who the balance.
yeah. So they were already killing the balance in the first place. You just officially
I mean,
pulled it from under our feet with him.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Unless they about to start
he's
making
there
everybody
every
else
week.
be funny. I don't know.
He's there every week. We just don't see
I
him.
don't know how you gonna do that.
He's there. Oh, he's there every week. We just don't see him on TV every week.
With who?
I said, who's there
Yeah,
every day and every week? We just
yeah.
don't see him on TV all the time.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. And I think that's what came with the budget cut. It's like, bro, even though you're here, you're not in here working. So if you're not in here working, we gotta let you go, type deal. I think that's what everybody. I think any business do that. Like if I go to my job right
I
now, but
mean,
everybody's already there. If I go and they like, well, you sitting around not doing nothing because we already got employees here. The boss 10 times out of 10 gonna send you home. He ain't gonna let you just sit on the clock. Well, my boss will. My boss is cool, but all average jobs ain't doing
I
that.
thought they was gonna actually put on some good storylines after the John Cena thing. Then when they put them in the program, the show y'all on there. I'm thinking,
Yeah,
this gonna be gold.
yeah,
Cause he made solo break it. He made solo break it. I'll bring these back, John. Okay, are you
yeah.
looking?
I get that.
No, I'm talking about in a big way. Yeah, you see what you see what Solo was doing when on Tuesday to pick JC Mateo. He started doing the little week leg dance.
I don't know. Okay, so I mean, the question that I got is when our truth isn't on the show, who keeps the balance?
Yeah, that's my question. I'm asking myself too.
Yeah. Besides Chad
I
Gable
don't
and
know.
that character that Chad Gable got, and then you got what's that team that he had with the one chick before he got the new team? What's his name? Otis, the big dude.
The Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot.
I mean
Yeah,
him.
you're right.
You got him. I mean, you got Pat McAfee on the microphone. I mean, in the sitting at the commentator. I mean, who else though? Who else? Who else? Because when our truth ain't there, like, is there balance when he's not there at all? Or now,
Nope.
since he's not there, we're noticing that the balance was already leaving in the first place. Since we seen it because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm really trying to think who I think they might have snatched that balance a while ago. That's why I think what you said, Josiah, might be spot on. I think Carlito and our truth might have been the last of it. I think Miz is the last, but he might be the last of it
Yeah.
as far as the joking and the games playing and all that. Because you still got the New Day.
Yeah.
You still got the New Day. That's all they do is joke. But I don't know. So I would say the New Day and the Miz is the only two. Or it's only three that's left.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have
Pretty
let it
much.
go, man. I don't know. But like I
No,
said, if it's
they should never have let him go.
a business move, you can't be mad at the business because the business is thriving. It's a business. It's a business. It's like your favorite basketball player, like LeBron. LeBron's my favorite basketball player. When he was in Cleveland and he left to Miami, people was upset because they wanted him to always
Oh,
be
that's
in Cleveland. But it's a
Yup.
business. It's a business. If they ain't got the
Right.
money, I want him to elevate. So if they talk about paying him
And
more money
LeBron
into
wants to
Miami,
win too.
yeah, and he wants to win.
Right.
Exactly. That's why I wouldn't be upset if our truth goes to AEW and wins a championship there. Because why? He's already done so much in the WWE. You can go anywhere and do what you want now. Go ahead. You've done so much. You was there for 17 years. You can go do whatever you want anywhere, and everybody's going to
Yep.
respect it.
Yeah, bro.
That's why Sting was allowed to leave. He
Has
did so much. His resume was so crazy in WCW. He could have went anywhere he wanted to. He's Sting.
a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna
You said what,
focus
bro?
on his music. I said I don't think he's gonna sign another company. I think he's gonna focus on his music.
Huh.
I believe he got an album. I think he got an album or a tour coming up.
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
So if they do bring him back, I hope they bring him back a lot of actually using his music as his entrance.
Oh, watch this hot take. I might get stoned to death for this one. My mom would probably stone me to death for this comment I'm about to say. But right now I'm standing on it. I think that Kevin Owens is the best wrestler coming out of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Kevin Owens is the best wrestler coming out of Canada, and that's with Bret Hart included.
And he's over Bret Hart. You can put him over Bret Hart.
Yeah, that's my mom's favorite wrestler, Bret Hart. But I think Kevin Owens might be the best Canadian wrestler as far as character and stuff like that or whatever. We talking about Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Jim the Anvil, all them other people that came out of there or whatever. I'm picking Kevin Owens over all of them.
So you picking Kevin Owens over Edge?
I'm picking
over Edge.
Edge is a Canadian?
Over Edge?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that. No, I'm standing on it. I ain't gonna move. I ain't gonna waver. I'm picking Kevin Owens.
He's tripping.
I'm picking Kevin Owens, bro. I'm picking Kevin.
Here we go.
I like Edge though. I do like, and it's kind of crazy because I didn't even know Edge was Canadian. If I would have thought of that, I would have probably been like, yeah, never mind. But no, since I already said it, I ain't gonna back out. Because Kevin Owens is solid.
Listen,
Christian from there too?
I love Christian. Christian's Spain too. Yep, he's Spain too. I love Christian. I love Bret
I like
Hart.
Bret. I'm a fan of Bret Hart for sure.
JOSIAH.
I just think Kevin is like that.
Really underrated. Let me see. I love Owen Hart. Owen Hart was very underrated.
Very underrated. But he was his brother. That's like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Like, you ain't do nothing no different than your brother.
It is. Yeah, to a degree. Yes.
That's why I'm like, I can't give Owen nothing. But rest in peace, Owen Hart. I ain't no disrespect.
Yeah, for sure.
No disrespect at all.
I will say, you know what, Larry? This is gonna talk to you. I'm gonna agree with easy.
Thank you.
I'm
telling you, over Edge, bro. Edge was fire though. I ain't gonna knock you. I ain't gonna knock you, bro.
And I'm gonna give you my reason why. I can give you my reason why already. Because Kevin Owens is one of the most versatile performers WWE has to offer. Now, you're gonna look at that and go, what do you mean? So let's explain that. Okay, so Kevin Owens, when he first came around, what did we love about him initially?
I didn't like Kevin Owens.
You said you didn't like him.
No.
As a character.
Yeah, what?
I still to this day, you really don't care that much for Kevin Owens.
You said what?
He's open on it. So I really don't care that much.
I'm talking about present day or back in the day?
Both.
Oh my! Oh,
yeah, you tripping.
Oh shoot!
You tripping.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
You tripping.
I never thought in a million years you was gonna get jumped on here, but it's about to happen.
Yep.
Come on, bro. Kevin Owens is like that, bro. Why you think Stone Cold fought with him?
No,
right.
You missing what I'm saying. I see he's good in the ring. He's a good performer.
Yeah, he's good in the ring.
I ain't taking that away from him. But his character is boring. It's funny.
His
His
character is boring.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's. Let me look at character.
Funny.
What is Kevin Owens' character? He's just a fighter, right? It's just fighter, right? Fight, fight, fight. Ain't that
It
what
was
he
a
on?
prize fighter gimmick initially, but now it's morphed into a delusional psychopath, pretty much now. But
He said, what's the film and everything?
I don't.
That boy was dog walking Cody. He dog walked Cody Rhodes. He dog walked Sami Zayn. He dog walked Randy Orton. He dog walked everybody.
Yes, he did.
Dog walking them
Yes,
boys,
he
man.
did.
He liked that.
Play with Kevin, bro. Y'all can put him on.
Kevin liked that, bro. But no, he ain't talking about his in-ring. He ain't talking about his in-ring. He talking about his character. I'm just trying to.
I agree.
I can see what he's saying with the character. The character, he really don't do
I
much.
can see what you're saying with the character, but it's not boring to me. It's not boring.
It's not boring
It's
for me.
not boring to me. Here's why
It's not boring for me.
Because if Kevin Owens had that character, and say Kevin Owens didn't have a great, really, as much as we can get credit to his in-ring ability, he's one of the best talkers on the microphone. He's a great talker.
Oh yeah, facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
He's very believable, very convincing.
Yeah, he checked the boxes.
And if Kevin Owens didn't have that, then I can see Larry going, yeah, that dude's boring. Boom, boom, this man third.
He definitely checked the boxes.
Because he has that, he can never be boring to me. I'm always
checks the
interested to see what he's doing. I'm not always a fan of how they book him. I will admit that. I'm always a fan of how they book him at times. But at the same time, he makes it work wherever they give him. And he kills it.
Yeah, he definitely checks the boxes.
Yes, he do.
Checks
You want
box.
to see a brawl? Kevin Owens, insert Kevin Owens. You want to see a
Every
great
box.
promo, insert Kevin Owens. You want to see a storyline, a feud? Insert Kevin Owens. You want to see some silly stuff happen with Kevin Owens, Elias, and Elijah, whatever.
Yeah.
Insert Kevin Owens.
Checks the box.
You want to put the You want to see him be not selling Steve Austin and him thinking Steve Austin is beneath him. It's Kevin Owens. He can do that.
That's the reason why I got him as one of the best. I'm not saying that Edge can't do that either, though. I'm not saying that. I think Edge can do it too, but I just think Kevin Owens is different. Kevin Owens is just different, bro. Bret Hart can't do that.
But Kevin Owens, here's another thing too. Edge, while he was trying to be a babyface, one of the reasons why he became a heel and why he did a great job as a heel is because the crowd had turned on him. I had found that out watching his documentary. I was like, what?
Kind of like how Charlotte did at the Royal Rumble because there wasn't nobody rocking with that. She got forced to be in the heel. She wasn't supposed to come back to be no heel.
Kevin turned heel and he became a babyface, and not one time did the crowd go, "Ooh, get you out here, boom, boom, boom," because you love Kevin Owens. You don't do that with Kevin. You don't do that with Kevin.
You don't do it with the Edge.
Even with him being a heel, people are like, Kevin is right about Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's because we're sick of Cody. I'm sick of Cody. That's definitely because we're sick of Cody. We're definitely sick of Cody. He dog walks Cody too. He dog walk. That's what I'm saying. I got Kevin, bro.
Put me on the show.
I got Kevin. I've never seen Bret Hart put nobody out of commission ever. Not Miz, but Edge might have. Because he didn't have some crazy matches, so he didn't put some people down. Edge didn't put some people down. But I ain't never seen Bret Hart put nobody down like that. For people would probably say that people would probably label Bret Hart as the best. I want to look at it. Can you pull up their resumes?
Best Canadian wrestlers.
What'd you say?
We gotta do a top 10 of best Canadian wrestlers.
Best. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I got to look at the list. But I also want to see like how many titles did Kevin have and how many Bret had and stuff like that to match him up. Why people always say that because like Kevin's just he's done a lot. Ooh. Yeah, I think Bret Hart had a lot. He always was winning.
I'm talking about world titles, correct?
Yeah. Or WWE titles, either way. I think Bret Hart might got that. Yeah, Bret got like 8 or 9, right?
I don't know.
I think Bret got like 8 or 9. I think Kevin only got like 4.
Yeah, let me see. Kevin has. Did we count outside WWE or no?
No, just WWE.
Okay. Just WWE. Okay. Let me see.
Man, I might stop and eat at this restaurant.
Yeah, he's only won the world title once.
What?
Yeah.
You
Yep.
see what I'm saying? Me listing Kevin Owens as being the best Canadian wrestler, and he only had the title one time. That's how much of an impact he is. He only had the title one time.
Yeah. Only had one time.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy. Yep.
Dang, I can't believe he only had it one time though. That's insane.
Are you still putting him over Bret Hart though?
Yeah. I'm not moving him.
Yeah, they finna come at your head, bro.
I'm not moving him, bro. I am not moving.
Come at your head, bro.
Yeah, let him come.
Head, bro.
Let him come. Let him come.
He said,
Man, I'm really tempted. Yeah, let him come, bro. Let him come.
Crazy.
What do y'all serve in this restaurant? I really think I'm about to get some needs.
Brad's a 7-time world champion, by the way, BZ.
I thought it was 8, but yeah.
Yep, 7-time.
All right, man.
He won the World Heavyweight title WWE 5 times. He won WWE World Heavyweight title 2 times.
Hold on, what you say? Say that again.
So he won the WWF title 5 times, but he only won WWE World title twice.
Oh, so he only got 2 titles over. I'm talking about the big boy. So if he only had it twice and Kevin Owens only had it once, then you can't really separate
he had
them.
5 times in WWF. Every kind of WWF.
Oh shoot, WWF. I didn't hear that's what you said. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, WWF. Yep.
Yeah, WWF. Yeah.
But I'm saying he had it twice in WWE though.
The council, they just changed the name.
Yeah, WWF. Yep. I remember that. WWF was lit. Okay, nobody said WWF is better than the WWE. Sorry, no, that's a hot take. That's a hot take. I can't put that WWF over the WWE. The World Wrestling Federation. The World Wrestling Federation.
Okay. Let's be honest. I will put the Attitude Era over the PG Era all the time.
Hold on, what?
The Attitude Era or over the PG Era?
What's the PG era? Hold on. That's a good one. Hold on 1 second.
Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all